think, or what you would squiggle, if there's anything to squiggle, and then raise your hand. So if you read through the paragraph and you squiggle something, or you can't squiggle, but you want to jot it on your notes, jot down the important information on your notebook page, and then raise your hand. If you read through this paragraph and there's nothing that you want to jot down or squiggle, raise your hand to let me know you're finished. Okay? Go ahead and do that now. If you read ahead, go back and read again one more time. Good, Noah's ready. So we're just finishing up this paragraph. Anything we could squiggle or should squiggle, we're on this page, Elliot. Your job is to read through here. You did it. Anything we should squiggle? Nope, this one now, every day. So we're still on page 9. We're reading from here to here. George, your eye should be in your book. Did you get your hand? Did you squiggle anything? You did. Hand up. Hands up so I know you're done with the task, because this is a quick task. Did you get to read? Anything you think we should squiggle, Henry?
Yes, just
Huh? Yes?
Yes, just kidding.
Oh, no? Okay.
Actually, wait, there was
Okay.
some positions sections all day long. Wait.
Yeah, and some of you have stuff, some of you might not have anything. I'd like to hear why we should squiggle something and why we should not. Okay, looks like everyone on this side of the room is finished almost. If you're finished reading through and identifying that important evidence, if there is any, or you read through and you feel there isn't any important evidence, you're done reading, raise your hand. This side's ready. Is this side ready? This side's ready? This side's ready? All right. Excellent job. Who would like to share? Did anyone find important evidence? Noah.
The sun says, wait, no, not that. The sun changes position throughout the day.
The sun changes position throughout the day. Oh, so to get from east to west, the sun appears to slowly travel across the sky. The sun's position in the sky changes all day long. Oh, okay, so this is a summary of the whole page, right? So Noah's saying the sun's, what would you squiggle, Noah? Sun's position
Yes, sun's position.
in the sky. Ooh, should we underline changes?
Yes.
That action word?
Yes.
Changes, right, Jason? All day. Okay? So the sun's position in the sky. Remember when we went outside to measure our shadows? The sun started over here in the rise in the east. We saw the sun at recess time high in the sky. And we didn't go out for sunset, but we saw after recess the sun started to set in the west. Okay, so the sun's position from our place on earth appears to change. Anything else we could squiggle? I think that's excellent. I'm looking back up here. I have something I squiggled. I wanted to know if anyone else might have the same thing. Evelyn? And then Dakota.
When the sun, when it first comes up, it touches on the horizon.
Okay, so right back in here. Can we all start to read from To Get Together? Can we all start to read this? And I think that's where Evelyn's is. I'm not sure. Dakota, I'm going to come to you. Okay?
And the second one is up there.
Okay. Can we all start to read this together, this one sentence, so we all know what the girls are pointing to? Dakota has the same thing. To get from east to west, the sun appears to slowly travel across the sky.
That's
Stop.
not what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's not what we're talking
It's
about.
for the horizon. The horizon, right below it.
Yep.
Right below the word.
I see. I want us to read the sentence though, so we know the context it's in. Would you like to read just the sentence aloud, Dakota, to the class?
In the early morning when the sun first comes up, it is touching the horizon and east.
Okay, so in the early morning when the sun first comes up, it's touching the horizon in the east. What did you want me to squiggle?
I wanted you to squiggle, when the sun first comes up, it's touching the horizon.
When the sun first comes up, touching the horizon. And the horizon appears to be in the east. Okay, so we already have sun rises in the east, or it appears to touch the horizon in the east, right? Can I point out something to you, boys and girls? This word appears. I should box that, okay? When I say something appears, the sun appears to slowly travel across the sky, does that mean the sun actually travels across the sky?
No.
Or does it appear to travel across the sky?
Appears.
It looks like, it seems like, I love that, okay, over here. So this word appears means it looks like, or it seems like, but it doesn't actually travel across the sky. So as a learner, I'm also going to write that down, okay? We already do have the sun rises in the east, the sun rises in the west. If you want to also squiggle that the sun first comes up and seems to be touching the horizon, you can. For me, that's a little, I already did that, okay, on page 8, okay, and 9. So I'm going, but if you do it, it's okay. What I'm going to write down is that the sun appears to slowly travel across the sky. Okay, the sun appears to travel.
So it really doesn't move across slowly across the sky?
So
The
it looks,
Oh, it-
go ahead, who wants to explain it? She said, so
I will. Oh, I think I know.
Jason started, so Jason.
the sun does not move, it just stays like that. And the earth rotates.
You're right, so remember, when we made our model, counterclockwise. The earth spins, hon, remember we answered our topic sentence, the earth's rotation causes day and night? That's a great question, right? That's what we're learning. It's hard to imagine, right? The earth does this, okay? When the sunlight's hitting it, it's daytime. The opposite side of the earth, it is
Would that be a squiggle or a
nighttime.
box?
Let me explain something, okay? So if the earth's rotating, Evelyn, and everybody too, is the sun really traveling across the sky like this? No, even though it looks like it does, and it looks like that because the earth actually rotates from left to right or from east to west.
It's the feeling, like when I said my question, is it a feeling you can actually see sometimes the earth?
Yes, so you can't feel, why can't you feel it? You can't feel the earth, right? But you can see, the reason why we observe the sky, and many scientists have for years before us, when we observe the sky, it looks as if the moon is traveling across the sky and the sun, but it's really earth rotating, okay? So Shu said, what should we squiggle, what should we box?
Is it a squiggle or a box?
It's a squiggle and a box, ladies and gentlemen. I know. So, see how I did this in my book? The sun appears to, I'm not even going to do slowly, travel across the sky. Over here, what would I write? I could write the sun appears or seems. Go ahead, Evelyn.
I know how to read a squiggle and box it.
Well, so we already squiggled it, hon. So we're just going to transfer that, which means copy it from here to our notes. And in your notes, yeah, box it.
Oh, I squiggled it and boxed at the same time. I did squiggle, line, squiggle.
That's okay. The sun appears, squiggle it, and box it.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's what I,
And on your notes, though, I want you to write the word looks like above it.
that's what I.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing. So let's do that now. Sun. And we're all learning together because usually we just mark up our text source in our text source. What does it mean when I say mark up the text source? Oh, text source. Text are words. The text source. So the source, where are we getting our information from right now? Yep, so our text source is where we get our information from. What is the text source we're using? The book is titled Sun, Moon, and Planets, right? Our other text source is our science journal. Okay, everyone have this written down? Sun appears, travel across sky. Should we put, okay, we could write slowly, the sun, I'm trying to just do enough to hold the thought, but you're right, why would you say slowly?
If you just say slowly, I think you need to go pretty fast.
So maybe it's important to jot that down or to squiggle it so that when we're answering this question, boys and girls, we can explain to the person reading our work that the sun does move very slowly across the sky, right? So sun appears to travel across the sky. We don't want to write full sentences, right? That's the point of squiggling. But if you can defend why you squiggled it and you want to squiggle it, you can. Okay, and add it to your page. What page did we get this from, Michael? Page 9?
Yeah.
Okay. So today, when we usually go through and do a reading, we read the article, we read the text source, we mark it up, right? And we want to move pretty quickly. This took a little bit longer because now we're reading our text source and we're not able to squiggle it, and I want you to be able to hold your thoughts by taking notes, okay? What I would like for you to do now, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll please, and freeze. Okay, perfect timing. What I would like for you to do now is turn the page to page 10. Elliot, turn the page to page 10. You got it? Okay. Now that we've done this together, okay, what I want you to do on your own is I want you to read pages 10 and 11. Pages 10 and 11, boys and girls, just by looking at the heading, is about what?
Earth's rotation.
Earth's rotation. We're trying to answer what causes Earth and what causes day and night. Is the Earth's rotation? Earth's rotation is really important, right? It's involved in day and night. So should we read through this section of our science book and mark up the source?
Yeah, we should.
Yes. Except we can't squiggle it just a little bit, can we?
No.
So we have to write page on our sticky note or on our notebook page, Noah. We have to write page 10. And we're going to write down just enough caveman talk to hold the thought. Okay? Afterwards, what we're going to do, when you're done reading pages 10 and 11, we're going to review our notes and think about, ta-da, how can we now put everything we squiggled on our Tide organizer to help us write our paragraph, okay, or our essay. Question, hold on. There's some kids talking, and you had a question. So Noah, before we begin, what is your question?
The question that I had before, or the question?
The question you had right now about my directions.
Oh.
Let me write it down, okay? You're going to read or reread pages, what everybody? 10 and 11. And what are we going to do? We're rereading so that we can try to find the important evidence. Please sit up straight. You're not allowed to have your heads down. Okay? No sleeping in 5th grade. Normally when we find important evidence in the text source, we mark it up. How do we mark it up?
Boxing and squiggling.
How do we normally mark it up, ladies and gentlemen?
Boxing and squiggling.
Or what's the song that helps us remember? Just a little bit.
Done.
And I have nothing for the box part. Box important vocabulary. I'm giving you, ladies and gentlemen, to go through the text and write down your notes. I'm giving you 7 minutes to read it through, write down your notes, and make sure you only write down caveman language to hold the thought. Capiche? When you're finished, go back, reread again. See if there's any important vocabulary you can add if you haven't, that you would normally box. Okay? Any questions about those directions? Okay, your book should be flat down. Your notes should be in front of you. Your pen should be in your hand. You may begin. I saw your hand up. Poison ivy? Yes.